5:36 now. The government shutdown has many people wondering how they will feed themselves and their loved ones as we're now on day 35. On Saturday, funding for SNAP ran out.
And I just checked the state data before the show and found that that's leaving more than 120,000 people in our area without food assistance this morning. Now, a contingency fund will be used to partially pay out SNAP benefits.
The president is desperate for SNAP benefits to flow to the American citizens who desperately rely upon it. So what the president said logically was, okay, Your Honor, if you're saying we can do it, I'll go for that because I want SNAP to go to the people. So tell me how to do it.
Now, here's what you need to know about SNAP's potential return. The contingency fund in place for SNAP is about $5 billion. Now, House Speaker Mike Johnson says it costs more than $9 billion a month to fund it. So that's
Okay, so as we look at the numbers here, it costs the United States taxpayers $9 billion to fund SNAP benefits every month. $9 billion. $9 billion. Luckily, they do have a contingency fund and $5 billion to get partial payments out, but this is crazy. This is crazy. $9 billion a month going to SNAP benefits. It's like, that's just not money that's being printed out of nowhere. That's money that's coming from people who are working hard every day and seeing those deductions taken out of their paychecks to come up with that $9 billion every month. So I just feel like those who need it should get it, but you do have some people who are being, they're being frauds and taking advantage of the system. I mean, I didn't know it was this much money being taken out of the budget for SNAP benefits every month. $9 billion is a lot. That's a lot of money. That's more money than I can even fathom, really. People need to eat, and this is the cost of feeding everyone in America $9 billion every month. Not just for the year, but for the month. $9 billion.
leading to a potential shortfall.
The Trump administration has also not provided a timeline or any explanation on how benefits could partially return. Processing payments could also take time. Loading benefit cards can take a week or longer in many states, and officials say state systems will need to be recoded to handle the reduced benefits. It's still unclear right now how quickly that can happen. And communities in our area are also stepping up to help neighbors in need. Warner Robins is launching a community food drive. You can donate at fire stations across.
Uncertainty has left states scrambling to get food assistance to the people who need it the most. Tonight, the debate over the backup plan for SNAP benefits is once again getting even more confusing. State governments are trying to figure out how to get the assistance directly to families in need without violating a court order.
And over the weekend, the administration ordered states to undo any work to fully fund the SNAP program. Will Jones live for us this evening on this story to help get a sense of where things stand at this hour. Will?
Well, Karen and Ty, things are constantly changing, but for now, full SNAP payments are back on. That's according to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. You mentioned this, though. Last week, the USDA told the department to send partial SNAP payments to recipients. Then over the weekend, because of a federal court order, payments were paused by the state's Department of Health and Human Services. This afternoon, the department announced that payments will start again. So if you usually get your SNAP benefit on the 9th, you should see your full payment within 48 hours. Everyone else will get their full SNAP payment on their normal payment day. For those who receive SNAP on the 3rd, 5th, or 7th, you already got your payment last week. SNAP recipients have been in panic mode due to the government shutdown, putting their benefits in limbo.
Yeah, they need to get those benefits out to people quick. Like I said, it's a lot of people who depend on that every month. They need to go ahead and get those benefits out to the people. There shouldn't be no delays. It's all electronic. A push of a button to go ahead and get those benefits out to the recipients. and let's try to get stuff back on track and back to normal. Um, I have been seeing this in the stores that the like one of my main indicators to know if people have received their benefits or not is like that the canned good aisle. When I go in there and I see like those aisles are empty and getting bare, that's when I know either some people got paid or they received certain benefits. So it looks like certain stores in this area there there have been some shopping done. So it's good that people are starting to get their benefits, and hopefully we can go into next month without a hiccup and everyone to get their full benefits as they should. Because this has been going on for way too long.
Well, tonight, uncertainty continues for SNAP recipients. The Trump administration now wants the U.S. Supreme Court to weigh in on the issue. This coming as an appeals court ruled that the White House cannot withhold $4 billion in payments. Now, remember on Friday, North Carolina's Attorney General Jeff Jackson said 50% of SNAP payments have already gone out to recipients.
And
So one thing they don't mention is if those who receive partial benefits will get the full rest of the benefits before the end of the month. That's something that they haven't said. But my whole thing is why are we having to have court orders to halt benefits? If they're saying benefits should be paid, then go ahead and get these people their benefits in these different states. It's getting cold all across certain areas, especially here on the east, and people need certain foods and stuff, um, and that's just how it should go. We need to go ahead and get these benefits flowing. The House needs to go ahead and get their vote in so that we can get this government shutdown ended. And yeah, let's just stop it before it really gets wild out here. Because they were calling for it to get wild out here, and I'm sure that's not something that we want to see. I've been to several stores that they have local sheriffs patrolling up and down the stores just to make sure that they already have law enforcement there just in case things get wild. So that's the measures that these grocery stores and these places like Walmart are taking. They're hiring the sheriff to come in and just to make sure they help with asset protection. And I know around the holidays it's gonna be even crazier, especially if there's no vote in the House, if it doesn't pass through the House like it should. So we'll keep you updated. Um, I'll continue to monitor this thing, and when there's an update, I'll make sure I drop a video. If you like this if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, this is Justin Paul. Peace.